Okay, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Welcome to Live by Midi. Crazy, guys, crazy. Fasted for almost 24 hours and just finished a crazy Zoom call with my brother Daniel. Daniel is in my VIP coaching for the last 10 months, guys. You know, my VIP coaching means we have 2 Zoom calls a week. You know, we connect every single day on voice messages, and, we keep connecting and staying very close to each other. And Daniel is growing crazy fast, guys. We just finished a Zoom call, guys, and it's a crazy call, crazy wisdom. In front of every call, I go on my knees and I'm like, God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, give me the wisdom that my student needs at that moment. I will not think fear or control. Use me. And that happens in every call and this call again, guys. And I want to share this because I got crazy energy from this call. And Daniel, is crazy, growing crazy fast, guys. And I want to show this. Okay, guys, finishing a call with my brother Daniel, all the way from Canada. And guys, we had a crazy call, guys. It's we cannot even explain how spiritual these calls are, guys. We just discovered the matrix in our mind, how it works, and it's crazy, guys. Once you know that wisdom, you can grow to everything in life.
Crazy call. I want to say this as well, if you guys aren't on the call, and it's not even Mike doing it, it's the Holy Spirit working through him. Like he has these moments where he just opens himself up, flows, and then we have the wisdom for the call. And for this one, it was necessary because, it's things that I was battling for a long time, full belief in myself on this path, and Mike just gave me wisdom that, is literally the next level, but it's not having the wisdom, it's applying the wisdom, That's the number one thing that I've learned with my full faith in Mike, and I've applied everything he's told me because it's not him, it's the Holy Spirit. And once again, this call made me see that. So if you guys see what he's doing, it's the truth. He has energy, he has the passion, he has the Holy Spirit with him, and he's given it to me as well. And now it's about applying it in faith, and as well, the how, as much as you want to believe it's yours, it's God's. So crazy call as always, and thank you, Mike, for the wisdom and for your time.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. And like you said, it's not me, it's Holy Spirit. So, all credits go to God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. Because, guys, crazy levels. Thank you, Daniel.
Let's go.
So that's my Instagram story, guys. The message from Daniel. It's insane, guys. It's insane. The spiritual level in these calls, guys. It's crazy. And we talked about, believing in yourself, guys. And you need to understand, you need to truly believe in yourself, because we all have that ego, the devil, and we all have that spirit that we operate from. And the ego is always doubting and not letting you believe, and not letting you believe in yourself. And how am I gonna do that? And how am I gonna do that? How am I gonna get that Lambo? How am I attracting students? How? That's the devil. We talked about that in this call, guys. How is the devil? For me, this is how I do it, guys. I talk about I'm gonna be a multimillionaire because I feel it. I don't talk about how. I know I am gonna be a multimillionaire, so that means I skip the how. In my mind, I'm spiritually already a multimillionaire. So the how is the devil. The how is, how am I gonna do that? I didn't go to school for that. How am I doing that? And guys, when you get in the how, the devil gets you in your mind with thinking and, takes the power away from, oh, it's not going to work. So it gets you sucked in. For me, what I explained to Daniel, and this is not my wisdom, the how is God. I know I am going to, provide for my family. I'm going to take my family to a different country. I know I'm going to be a multimillionaire. I know I'm going to, attract a lot of students with my coaching, but the how, I take that away. It doesn't exist for me because I already am that. I already know I am going to be one of the best coaches in the world, because the how is the devil. I'm taking that away, guys, and that's the matrix. The how, we throw the how away. We put God into the place, and we just make sure that we wake up before 5. We talk in the camera, we count the macros, we train every day, 0 drugs, 0 alcohol, no cigarettes, and we do all those habits that I teach and preach, guys, and that is, how you do it. You do it by staying high frequency. You talk about, I always say I'm gonna be a millionaire, guys. I am gonna be a millionaire. I am gonna leave this country with my family. I'm gonna provide for my family. I'm gonna make sure Linda does not have to work again. But how? The how is just staying in high frequency, and not like I need to do that for that. And then how am I gonna attract more students? How? Take the how away, guys. Take the how out of your life. Just be the best you can be. Just flow. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can achieve everything. Because I always say, guys, if somebody has a private plane, why can you not have a private plane? Because you get stuck. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna get so much money? How am I gonna chase that money? Chasing. That's the devil. For me is how am I gonna, not how, but I am going to. If I want a private plane, I don't see any, blockage spiritually. For how am I going to do that, guys? I know if I put my mind on that, that's possible, and I just put in the work, everything is possible because you will be attracted, because the how is gone, the devil is gone, and it's God, God will give what I need, not what I want. So I just make sure that I follow God, study the Bible, wake up before 5, do not miss, speak on this camera, motivate the world, without expecting. I'm just living in the moment. I'm not expecting, anything from these videos, but that you guys grow, that you guys apply the wisdom and kill that. How am I going to do that? And just make sure that you are the best you can be. You kill that fear. You believe that everything is possible, and you just put in the work. And you will see eventually, even if it's going to be so difficult and you don't see that, you can do it, but you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. I can do it. I'm going to show the world that I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be in the top of the world in coaching. I am going to stay close to God. And everything that I say that, I will buy a Lambo one day. One day, guys, when doesn't matter. How doesn't matter. It's going to happen because I already see it. I already feel it. I just make sure that I'm the best me every single day. And I do not miss. I don't want to miss. I'm not going to miss, guys. And crazy because again, in this video, after that call, the Holy Spirit took over again, guys. Crazy how God works. Crazy, how real Jesus is. Crazy, guys, how real the Holy Spirit is. And I always say the Holy Spirit is my best friend. Crazy, guys. Take away the how out of your life, because if somebody else in this life can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can speak in front of the camera and kill my fear, and do all the habits, you can do it. I believe in you, guys. I believe in you. But stay out of your mind. Be in the high frequency state. Do it, burpees, all the habits. Train every day, because that's the only way, guys. Staying close to God, killing the how, implanting the God in how, and let God do the thinking for you. Just be the best you can be. Put in the work, and you will get everything that you believed that was not possible, but wanted. 100%, guys. This is the key. Kill the matrix, because it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind with fear and control, guys. So crazy video again, crazy in power, crazy, understand almost 24-hour fast, guys. And crazy, guys. Love these videos. Apply this wisdom, guys. Apply it. Again, I can do it. You can do it, guys. Let's go. God bless. Have a wonderful day, guys. And if you like this wisdom, if you like the videos, like the video, subscribe, leave a message, guys. If you do not feel it and you want to share it, share it, perfect. I don't give a feeling to that. Leave a comment. Do it, guys. Let's go. God bless. Have a wonderful day.